Good morning. Welcome back. Real time, it's about 7:30 a.m. I'm over in Lansing, Michigan. It's September 18th. That tells you how backlogged these videos are going to be, but it's going to start snowing soon, so I really want to get some extra content filmed so I can put out weekly episodes for you. Today we're just got 5 geocaches, I believe, all in this general area where I'm going to be working for the next few hours. The first one is Rick's Rusty Treasures. I'm at a park and ride right off Grand River Avenue, and it's going to be right over here somewhere. I believe it's a small container, but let's get to find this one quick. All right, it's Ralph's Recycled Relics. It's somewhere in the weeds over here. It's a small container and it has no hints, but it's a low-level difficulty, so let's see what we can find. All right, you can see on the map this little ravine. It's about a 3-foot dip. You can't really tell on camera, but the GPS puts it right at the outside of that tree, past this dip, probably by this little weed tree here. It is a small container, about 20-25 feet, and I just stepped into a thorn bush. But let's see what we can find, because I'm not seeing it right off the bat, but there's a lot of weeds, very overgrown, and small container doesn't really tell me much. Now that my GPS is finally recentered, it puts it over by this tree somewhere, and I think I can see it. Painted peanut butter jar. Alright, let's see what Ralph's Rusty Relics is. Alright, Ralph doesn't have that many Rusty Relics. He's got a donut truck, a band, and some fake coins and a pen. I already took the log out and put it there because there's some dew on the ground, and I just dropped everything, of course, because I'm a klutz. And I'm standing in thorns, and I hope this isn't poison ivy, because my poison ivy is finally starting to heal from last week. But let's get the log sign quick. Well, this is unique. It's like a trading card for Tall Glen, caching since 2017. It's got a little stat thing on here. They're from Hollywood, Florida. Now it says caching since 2005, 13,000 caches, and 60 hidden. And quite a few little information trinkets on there. And this actually has the original log. This cache was put here back in 2012, so it's been here for 13 years. And there's actually had not been a find in 4 months on this, which is weird because it's on a park and ride right off I-96, which is a major highway. But now we got to get out of here. It's always kind of neat. That log is the original log, over 13 years old and still in good condition. Shows you a peanut butter jar really does the job. Our next cache is down the street at the Love's travel station, I believe, which I need to get gas anyway, so let's go find that one. All right, next cache here is at Love's, and it's just called low tire pressure, and I'm assuming it's somewhere on the tire pressure checker, adder, machiner. Not quite sure. There's no hint and no description. Possibly a magnetic key holder, possibly down in this tube. I don't see anything stuck to the bottom here. It was recently found though, so I'm not super concerned about it not being here. What is this sitting here? Oh, that's actually part of it. Nothing in that hole. Nothing in that hole. There's one more hole over here. Nothing in that hole. Nothing in there. Oh, maybe it's a light post cache. Didn't even think about that because it's called low tire pressure. Oh, there's some dog shit on the ground. Oh, there it is. There's a bison tube on the other side. Right there. Official geocache. And this cache isn't even a month old yet. First to find was 8/20 and it's 9/18. And luckily this gas station is an upside gas station, and I'm sitting at a quarter tank and I have about 6-7 more hours on the road, so might as well fill up while I'm here and make some extra money. Alright, so the offer here is 15 cents back per gallon, a little lower than I normally get, but got 86 miles left on the tank. And those are curious, I'm sitting at 541,000 miles on this truck. All right, I'm not going to record my pin and everything, but let's see how much I can get back at 15 cents back per gallon. And as always, if you haven't signed up for Upside already, just use my code right there, RE for me. You both get an extra 15 cents back for every gallon that we buy, and it really helps me out. Not going to preach it too much, but let's see how much I make at 15 cents back a gallon. Can I make it to 22 gallons? There we go. All right, 22 gallons, 15 cents back. That's $3.30 we made. Our next cache is in a residential area about a mile down the road. So we're going to grab that. It's called No Further. I believe it's guardrail cache, but we'll find out when we get there. All right, my GPS thinks I'm lost, but I'm not, because looks like the cache is going to be on the guardrail right at that dead end road sign up there. So let's get out, try to find this little sucker quick. I don't know if this is somewhere I can park over here or someone's house. It looks like somewhere I can turn around at least. Good news, I was reading all the logs and someone's complaining about poison ivy, but someone else said just move the grapevines away. But I don't see grapevines, I just see regular vines. And it's magnetic somewhere on here, and I don't see poison ivy. But I'm going to need two hands, so I'll just let you know when I find it. Alright, so the GPS puts it over here. And I've checked the entire guardrail. This is a low level, and I actually looked at the logs, and it has not been found in like 4 or 5 months. And this is super overgrown. And there was a comment saying, I moved this, there was too much overgrowth, complaining that the owner of the cache should come out and weed this. Like, seriously? It's part of geocaching. The owner shouldn't come have to weed this, but I believe this cache is missing. There is poison ivy back there, which is why I'm going to DNF this, because I literally... Hold on, let's see if I can even get this on camera. That's finally about healed. I had poison ivy all down my right arm. It's been about 2 weeks since I got it when I was caching, but gonna DNF this one, put a note on there, and yeah, I think somebody moved it because there was a long rant on there saying they need to trim the trees and this needs to be moved and they need to update the coordinates, and I think whoever was that giant complaint moved this cache somewhere and I can't find it anymore. So I got a customer to get to, and then we got a couple more caches still around here. All right, just pulling out of the old bread factory. I had to bring some stuff over to their maintenance department. Our next cache is right down the road. It's called Royal Ice Cream, but it looks like it's at a bowling alley. I don't know. I've driven down this road a million times, and I don't pay attention to the businesses here unless I do business with them. So let's get to getting. All right, I just pulled in. It's called Royal Scott's. It's a bowling alley with an ice cream parlor shop. This is just a light pole cache. It's right there. So let's go out and grab this quick. Not only am I parking in private parking, I'm parked across like 4 parking spots. All right, it's going to be right under here, I'm guessing, but this is a heavy one. I need 2 hands. All right, this is neat. I'm going to have to send it to Jordan. They said this is a repurposed dog toy. I was reading the description, and they literally just drilled out a dog toy and put a pill bottle in it. And it's an ice cream cone for an ice cream place. And there's nothing in here besides the log. I think there is 2 buttons and whatever that thing is. This is actually a neat idea for a geocache. I don't have a dog, but Jordan does. We're going to see if maybe there's some old Rec Chew toys. Maybe we can take them out of my, I think I have 100 film canisters left to make micros out of. And maybe make something like this and stick it out there someday. All right, back in your home. Gonna log this one. We got 2 more right across the highway we have to get on, and those are gonna be the last 2 I grab today probably, because I'm gonna make this a short one today. So the second cache we found today was called low tire pressure. You'll never guess what our 5th cache is called. Oh wait, it's also called low tire pressure. We're around the corner at a different gas station, which is also a Dunkin' Donuts and something else in here. And I wonder if this one's actually on the tire pressure machine or if it's going to be in the light post behind it, but we'll find out together. Looking at this tire air machine, there's not really a lot of places you could put it on. $1 for air. Thank God I have my own compressors everywhere. And fun fact, most of these gas stations will turn this air on for free for you if you just ask. I don't see it on there. I just tripped over something. Oh, this PVC pipe sticking out of the ground. So let's check the light post. I'm gonna need both hands for this. Didn't even get to film it because it fell out as soon as I lifted the light pole, but there's the geocache. Looks like the same person that made the last one. And the last one was less than a month old, so this one, let's see how old this one is. This one's about 3 months old, so it's a little older than the other one. All right, official geocache is back under the light pole. The last cache is somewhere over there at a park and ride. Looks like today's videos is all going to be nothing but low-level geocaches, but it's always fun to check them off the list. I don't care who you are, you like it, admit it. All right, so this is not a park and ride, it's a trailhead. And it's a seasonal geocache, so glad we're grabbing it now because this will be closed mid-October and it's already mid-September, so you got a month to grab this one still. Even though by the time this video comes out, this will be closed, but the GPS puts it right here. I believe it's a micro cache. Not quite sure where it could be hidden. We're going to find out. I didn't look and see if this has been found recently. Does this come off? No, it doesn't come off. Maybe one of these comes off. Let's not have our last one of the day be a DNF. These are way up in the air. There's nothing on it. I don't think they're going to put it up there. That is about 7 feet up. Yep, nothing in that one either. Sorry, I didn't get it on camera. But the GPS puts it over here more. But all these posts are wood. There are some chains and locks. I'm going to have to read this quick. There is a lock right here. Oh, there's something in it. Oh, that's just cobwebs. It's not that. Didn't even get it on camera, so it doesn't matter. So I just read through the logs. It's a micro cache, and the last 3 people were DNFs. This actually hasn't been found in 4 months. And everyone's complaining that the draft is too long, so it's probably not going to be on a sign. My next guess is it's going to be under one of these rocks. But I'm going to need 2 hands to start digging under these. All right, I just felt up all underneath that rock. There's a couple smaller rocks. Maybe it's under. It's not under that. There's this bigger rock over here as well. Let's see what we can see. I don't see anything under there. All right, so I felt up all under that big rock. There's no other big rocks. I also off camera checked all of the locks on there. They're all real. I've checked every sign. And I think this is going to be a DNF to finish off the day, which is never good. But, oh well, we're going to get back on the road. We got about 170, 80 miles till my next stop. And horrible lighting today because it is so early in the morning, the sun is still rising. But if you enjoy the videos, subscribe. If you don't enjoy the videos, still subscribe and just don't watch them. I'm trying to reach my 1,000 subs, and I'm only at 57. So, until next time, deuces. And sign up to Upside, code RE for me.